So welcome to my class, and in this we are continuing on with unit 6, in which we were doing revenue, producers behavior, and in this we finished with the three concepts. We've discussed it, we've talked about the formula, we've talked it in when the prices are constant, and today in this class I'm going to talk about, that is, total revenue, average revenue and marginal revenue when the prices are not constant. That means we are going to talk about the revenue to the producer who's working under, or who comes under imperfect competition. So that's what we are going to do. That means in such market conditions, the producer lowers his price in order to sell more. So that is how the prices change. Okay, so here I have this table here. Okay, once again let me just tell you, with this table it'll become very clear as to what it is. So in imperfect competition is that a firm can sell more quantity of output by lowering the price, and since price falls as more output is sold, TR rises at a decreasing rate so long as MR is positive. When MR is 0, TR is maximum, and when MR is negative, the total revenue falls. Of course, even average revenue falls, because as output increases, price falls. MR also falls, but it is greater than the average revenue. So talking about that now, as you see in the table itself, you can know. So in this again, total revenue is P into Q. That is, when one output is sold at 10 rupees, the total revenue is 10. When he sells 2, and if he wants to sell 2, he's going to lower his price to 9. So that becomes, total revenue becomes 18. Is that clear? So if he wants to sell 3 units, then he will lower his price further to 8, and the total revenue becomes 24. So again, if he wants to sell more, he will reduce his price to 7. So 4 into 7 is 28. So if he wants to sell another more of quantity, so he will lower his price further, and it is 6. So from 7 to 6 it goes down. So 6 5s are 30. So that's how total revenue works out. Now what is average revenue? So average revenue is when you take the total revenue and divide by quantity sold. So 10 divided by 1 is 10. 18 divided by 2 is 9. 24 divided by 3 is 8. 28 divided by 4 is 7, and so on. And the marginal revenue would be, and the marginal revenue is TRN minus TRN minus 1. So how do we get? So first unit is 10. So 18 minus 10 is 8. 24 minus 18 is 6. 28 minus 24 is 4, and so on. So this is the relationship between AR, MR and TR can be understood with the help of this table itself. So we see that both average and marginal revenue are falling, and marginal revenue falls at a greater rate than average revenue. So let's just take this, have a look. So 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, 0, minus 2, and the average revenue is 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. So we can make a comparison and see that the marginal revenue is falling much faster than the average revenue. Okay, now TR rises so long as MR is positive, and you see that MR is positive up to 5. To up to 5 units, you can see 2, you can see till 30, that is TR has risen till there, till 30. Okay, when MR is 0, now MR is 0, their total revenue is maximum, so that is 30, and average revenue is declining. At 6 units of output, MR is 0. So here we see that, and if he goes on to produce sell the 7th unit, it goes into negative. So this can also be shown with the help of a diagram, and we're going to plot it out so that you can understand this. So the top diagram is on total revenue and the bottom one is on marginal revenue. So we have total revenue and marginal revenue. So here see that marginal revenue can cross the x-axis while average revenue cannot. In other words, marginal revenue can be 0 or negative, but average revenue always remains positive. This is for the simple reason that the firm will not charge a negative price for its product. So when marginal revenue becomes negative, total revenue falls. Negative marginal revenue is possible only when prices declining, that is. So again, let me just show you that. Let's okay. So quantity sold is measured on the x-axis and revenue on the y-axis. So as output increases, let's take the average and marginal revenue curves. Both average and marginal revenue fall, but marginal revenue falls more rapidly. So marginal revenue curve lies below the average revenue curve. Okay. So that's what you see. And total revenue curve, as you can see in the upper part of the diagram, what do you find? It's rising. And when marginal revenue is 0, total revenue is maximum. That is at 6 units of output. And after a certain level, that means after 6 units in the example given, marginal revenue becomes negative. That is when the total revenue starts declining. So this is basically the relationship between the 3 concepts of revenue, that is total revenue, average revenue and marginal revenue under conditions of imperfect competition.